Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek from Rajiv Gandhi Government Engineering College, Nagrota Bagwa. I am here to represent a presentation on summer training which was on full stack development. Firstly, we have discussed about content. Content is about the course, full stack development, front end technology, back end technologies, Python, Django, advantages and disadvantages of full stack development. These are these are the topics which we are going to cover in this presentation. Let us first start with about the course. A complete course for learning all the latest web development technologies required for creating websites, applications and software. Gain full knowledge in front-end development, back-end development, working with a database, version control, debugging errors, and various other web technologies. Online course with PDFs, on-demand videos, and other materials with lifetime access. Certificate to be received on completion of the course after completing and submitting all projects and assignments. Approximately 3 and 4 months long course, the duration varies according to the speed of the student. Then the move to the next slide. What is full stack? Full stack developer is someone who is familiar with all layers of software development. These developers are not experts in everything but simply have the functional knowledge to finish and develop the entire project. Next, the block diagram of the full stack development, which includes front-end technology, database, algorithm and data structure, web application architecture, Git version control, HTTP, REST, backend technology. Then the layers in full stack development. The first one layer is OS operating system. Then the next is database, and move to the web server, server side code, browser, and the last one is client side code. Moving to the next slide, we have discussed about front-end technologies and back-end technologies. First, we have discussed about front-end technologies, which includes HTML, CSS, JavaScript libraries such as jQuery, React.js, Gypto.js, frameworks such as Angular, Backbone, Ember, Bootstrap. The HTML. It is a front-end technology which we have discussed about. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is the standard markup language for creating web pages, describes the structure of a web page and consists series of elements. Its elements tells the browser how to display the content. The HTML documents must start with the HTML tag and ends with closed HTML tag. The visible part of the HTML document is between body tag. This is the example of HTML which shows how to make a basic HTML table. The next one is CSS. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. CSS describes how HTML elements are to be displayed on screen paper or in other media. CSS is used to define styles for our web pages, include the design, layout, and the variations in display for different devices and screen sizes. The word cascading means that a style applied to a parent element will also apply to all children elements within the parent. So if we set the color of the body text to blue, all headings, paragraphs and other text elements within the body will also get in the same color. CSS can be added to HTML document in three ways: inline, internal, external. Inline by using the style attribute inside HTML elements, internal by using a section, and the last one is external by using a element to link to an external CSS file. For example, file name is x.css. This is an example of CSS in which the width and height properties, and it shows how to make a basic table with help of CSS and HTML. Then moving to the next slide, the backend technologies. Backend technologies includes Python, PHP, Java, Node.js. What is Python? Python, a Python is a high-level general-purpose programming language, very popular data science tool for data analysis, data visualization, and machine learning tasks. It is a open source and free tool. Python is used by Google, Yahoo, YouTube, etc. And it is also used to create games, web applications. And the features of Python: easy to code, free and open source, object and oriented language, GUI programming support, high level language. Python is a portable language and the integrated language. Indentation. Indentation is very important concept of Python because without proper indenting the Python code, you will end up seeing indentation error and the code will not get compiled. Python indentation is a way of telling a Python interpreter that the group of statements belong to a particular block of code. Block is a combination of all these statements. Then moving to next slide, the basic Python basic of Python, which includes variables and types. What is variables? Variables is a memory location and placeholder to hold the data or store the data. The most common Python data types are float data type, integer data type, string data type, boolean data type. The operators. Operators are used to perform operations on variables, and operators are the main building blocks of any programming language. These are the operators: arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, logical operators, identity operators, membership operators, bitwise operators. These are the operators which is used in Python. Then the data types. Data types are the classification of data items. Basically, Python supports the following built-in data type. Following are the standard or built-in data type of Python. That is numeric data type, sequence data type, boolean data type, set data type, dictionary data type. Decision making. It is also known as the statements. Decision making means decision in a program are used when the program has conditional choices to execute a code block. For example, traffic lights where different colors of light lit up in different situations based on the conditions of the road or any traffic rule. Then the statements are if statements, if else statements, nested if statement, if elif ladder. Then the loops. Loops in a programming coming into use when we need to repeatedly execute a block of statements. For example, suppose we want to print hello words 10 times or 100 times. This can be done with the help of loops. The loops in Python are while and while else loop, for and for else loop. The main topic is OOPS. object-oriented programming. It is a method of structuring a program by bundling related properties and behaviors into individual objects. That is class. It contains all the details about the name, color, size, etc. Object. An object is an instantaneous of a class. When class is defined, only the description for the object is defined. Therefore, no memory or storage is allocated. Then the moving to the next slide, which is Django. Django is a framework for building a fully functioning web applications. Django Web Frameworks is written on quick and powerful Python language. Django is a high-level MVC-style open-source collection of libraries. The next is features of Django. It is fast, tons of packages, it is secure, scalable, versatile, stability, resolve security issues, etc. etc. And the how does Django works? Django follows the MBT design pattern. MBT means model view template. Model means the data you want to present, usually data from a database. And the view, a request handler that returns the relevant template and content based on the request from the user. The next one is template, a text file like HTML file containing the layout of the web page with logic on how to display the data. The jobs listed for Python developers, that is full stack developers, Python software developers, backend developers, data engineers, and the such apps which works with Django, for example YouTube, Spotify, Mozilla, Mozilla Firefox, etc. etc. By Python Django. Tight integration between components, ORM, object relational mapper, automatic administration, in multilingual support. Moving to the next slide, that advantages of full stack. You can master all the techniques involved in a development project. You can make a prototype very rapidly. The next one is you can provide help to all the team members. You can reduce the cost of the project. You can reduce the time used for team communication. You can switch between front and back end development based on requirements. You can better understand all aspects of new and upcoming technologies. Moving to the disadvantages of full stack, the solution chosen can be wrong for the project. The solution chosen can be dependent on developer skills. The solution can generate a key person risk. Being a full stack developer is increasingly complex. Then thank you and have a nice day.